We're not just a community, we're a family here, whether it's different natural disasters that bring us close or different great projects like the courthouse, for instance. Having everyone here for the dedication ceremony, seeing the generations of families that have been involved in the history, it's unique.
John Marbach is my great-great-grandfather. He was a county commissioner when this courthouse was built back in 1898.
In Comal County, we are blessed with a great county family.
One of the most influential women in my life has been Jane Kennedy.
She has always been one that has been a champion for issues.
Who really took the time to take me under her wing, explain to me the importance of running and serving the community, as well as the fact that both men and women can do such a thing.
One of the things that seems to shine, unlike a few other counties, is that we have a lot of women in very important positions. And I think it's all about the talent, not the gender.
Well, it's probably the case like it is in my house. My wife's a better person than I am.
Maybe it's just because our men recognize our capabilities. I don't know.
You take a person like Jennifer Tharp. You know, every time that I interact with her, I can't believe how lucky we are to have her here. If she has aspirations to do something else, she'll be able to do it.
I had the opportunity to come through the building on several occasions and see some of the progress that has been made. And on one of those occasions, I came in here after some of the painting had already started happening.
Shortly after the turn of the 21st century, the need for repairs to the courthouse became evident. Its once bright limestone veneer had become weathered and decayed. County commissioners had construction documents drawn up and the grant writing process ensued.
Commissioner Kennedy actually initiated the process in 2003, and I was with the county at the time, but I was not county judge. One of the things that Comal County really needed to get this project off the ground was grant money from the state of Texas to help pay for the restoration.
We applied for funds from the Texas Historical Commission 2 different times, and the cycle is every 2 years before we got it the 3rd time.
My area of responsibility on the budget was the state agencies like the Historical Commission, and I was the only state representative that stood up and testified.
Because of her efforts and because of her perseverance, Comal County was able to receive $3.4 million to put towards the project from the Texas Historical Commission.
In order to comply with the guidelines of the grant, the county commissioners selected Volts & Associates from Austin to take the lead on the project. They were responsible for recreating the look and the feel that the courthouse had when it first opened its doors more than a century ago.
We interviewed everyone. I was very happy with the architect. She had seen us through the first 2 rejections. I have to say that Tom Harnself, our county engineer, was here every single day.
At stages of the project, the entire building was more or less gutted of all those old infrastructure improvements, and we started from scratch. We had worked for about 8 or 9 months with no floors. It was hard to even move around in the building, so to have those floors finally built in, I remember saying to myself, wow.
I recall going through the different phases of construction when we took the courthouse and completely gutted it.
Plumbing, electrical, air conditioning, every bit of that has been taken out and replaced.
Some of the floors were removed, trying to visualize what it was going to look like. Through some of the construction phases, I thought there's no way this is going to work out.
The bulk of the courthouse had no basement originally. It was a crawl space, and it literally was a crawl space.
When they came in and started doing demolition, they found that the structural integrity of the first floor was such that it had to be removed and replaced.
The interior, including the 2-story courtroom, was restored to its original effervescent color scheme and configuration, but with all the modern conveniences needed for today's courthouses.
One of the things that people come in when they visit the courthouse and they're surprised about the color choices, particularly in the courtroom.
I was sent a sample.
I saw what they call Dusty Rose.
I emailed back the person who sent it to me and said, we can never use Pepto-Bismol pink.
And I thought, wow, what's going to happen with a pink courtroom?
Now I love it, just love it. And truthfully, I've not heard anyone, not a soul, who didn't think it was just spectacular. But I was a little cautious when I first saw it.
I would say probably about half of the building still has its original bricks and plaster.
We took our time. We really took our time to do the job right.
To me, this is a special building.
I think it's very important for people to look upon this building as a symbol of Comal County's history.
I got to think this morning about how it was possibly 115 years ago when a crowd just like this, just like you, good citizens of this community, stood up and dedicated this magnificent edifice.
My heart was filled with joy, and it was just a spectacular day. The weather was perfect.
Never would forget it in a million years. It was just thrilling. It was just thrilling.
I think we look back on where we came from so that we have a better understanding of why we are where we are today.
This courthouse connects us to our history. This courthouse connects us to our past and all of those forefathers that came before us and built Comal County into what it is today.
Over the last almost decade, I have seen many people come and go and many projects come and go. One steady or one consistent driving force behind the restoration of the courthouse has been Jan Kennedy.
She is a true sort of Southern lady in that she's very frank. She will tell you when you've stepped in it. At the same time, she'll hug your neck when she knows you need it.
She's just a phenomenal person. I respect her tremendously.
When she came to me after I was elected and asked for my help on it, there wasn't a hesitation.
To see this dream of hers come to fruition isn't just a success for her, it's something that the entire county can look to.
Jan Kennedy is the reason why we are here in this beautifully restored, not renovated, but restored courthouse.
Without an elected official with that type of drive and perseverance, I don't think you'd have seen this project come to a completion.
She has a heart of gold. She will never give up on something, no matter how many people or how often, even if over years, they tell her it's not going to work.
And when she gets her mind set on something, she really doesn't take no for an answer.
Jan's a really special person.
An example to us all about service above self.
She's the soul of this community.
And finally, a person with the persistence to continue to push forward and fight for this project. Ladies and gentlemen, that champion for Comal County has been Commissioner Jan Kennedy.
I want everyone to remember where this community started and how far we've come, and do everything they can to continue to make this the best community in the world. And that's what I look at. When I look at this courthouse, what I see is the future. And I think we have done well to prepare for the future, not only with this courthouse, but with the good work that our citizens do.